Master the art of debugging. Use System.Debug to track, analyze, and optimize your Apex code flow. Welcome everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about System.Debug for code flow tracking. So without wasting any time further, let's proceed with the video. Now, let's have an overview of System.Debug. Now, System.Debug is actually a built-in Apex method. We have used it a lot of time and it is basically used to log messages during code execution. It prints messages to the debug logs, which developers can review to understand how code is executed. Now, generally, any new Apex coder believes that System.Debug is basically used for output, but that's not true. Salesforce uses Apex in the backend, and the purpose of System.Debug is just to track the code flow. Now, why to use System.Debug? First, it helps in tracing code flow, identifying logical issues, and monitoring variable values. It is a key tool for debugging in Salesforce, especially when troubleshooting or optimizing code performance. Now, how System.Debug works? So the general syntax of System.Debug is very simple. You call it like a normal method and you can pass a string into it, a text into it directly as a message, or in case if you want to print any variable's value, then you can also concatenate it along with a text message. Now, where does it log? The messages logged by System.Debug are captured in Salesforce Debug Log, which is accessible only through Developer Console. Though there is another way to access it, but that's we are going to see later down the line. The best practices for placing System.Debug statements. You can place it before or after key operation. For example, if you are doing any kind of SQL queries or if you are performing any kind of DML operation, so you can place it before and after that so that you can notice down the major difference of that specific code which you are tracking. You can use it in conditional statements. So if you are having if-else statements, you can place different System.Debugs in if and else part so that you can understand which one of them is getting executed. And you can use it in method entry and exit points so that you can track the flow of execution. Logging variable values is very essential if you are tracking the values of different variables. Sometimes you want to know what is the value of this specific variable at different flow of execution, and that time logging the variable's value with System.Debug becomes very crucial. Some example use cases of System.Debug. First is tracking data updates. So definitely you can log records before and after DML operation to verify the changes. Monitoring loops. So you can log the progress of the loops to ensure correct iteration and data processing. And debugging complex logic. So where you can use System.Debug in complex decision-making structures to verify which logical path are taken. Some common pitfalls to avoid. Overusing System.Debug in production. Now, System.Debug generally are not sent to production org. But in case if it is very crucial to send it, try to send minimalistic System.Debug to the production org. Excessive debug logging can clutter logs and affect performance in production environment. So use it sparingly in production and remove after your debugging is done. Logging sensitive data. So always avoid logging sensitive data like customer information or password, especially in production environment, because there we use the actual real data. And of course, too many logs. Avoid logging unnecessary details that could overwhelm the logs, making it harder to spot important messages. Monitoring code flow with System.Debug. So definitely run the code. That would be the first step. For example, if this is one of your code that you are executing, where we are imagining any custom class account updater, where we are calling an update account method with some ID. So you can definitely use anonymous Apex and there you can run this code. Then you will open the developer console and go to the logs tab, locate and open the log entry for the executed method. And there you can find your System.Debug by just searching debug, or if you have placed it at a specific location like SQL queries or DML, then definitely you can use SQL execute begin or DML begin for the update operation. verify the flow of the code is logged as expected. Now in my previous video, I have already shown you how you can go to the logs and how you can find it out. There I have also shown you how you can download these logs as a normal text file and make your analysis quicker. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend you to go and watch that specific video right now. Debug log analysis. So key points to observe are the user debug, which is for all your System.Debug, so-called execute begin or end, which is for your so-called queries, and DML begin or end, which is for your DML statement. You can certainly use method entry and method exit as well if you are looking for specific methods. While you are doing it, what are the questions that you should ask while analyzing, right? So the first question is, was the expected code flow followed? Second, are the variable values at each step is as expected? And third, were there any unexpected so-called or DML operation? Now that marks the end of this specific video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.